No, there are some really applicable books for meditation. When we are talking about I need power, I need fixing, what I need first, what every individual needs first. Vaishali, everybody is born with particular potential. It's not creation mere of the humans. We copy, like I have this cup, and then there you want to buy a cup like this, I can buy 1,000 for you. But nature does not do that. There is no copying in the nature of exact duplication. Nature makes almost identical, but not totally identical. Anything, two siblings, not absolutely identical. So you are unique, and you should use Tantra to, first of all, discover what is that unique inside you. And when you find that uniqueness inside you, it should empower you. It should make you feel like that is what I'm supposed to do. Now, your neighbor's son is in wants to be an astrophysicist, and then you think, oh my gosh, if my son is not going to be astrophysicist, my neighbor will keep talking non-stop. I have to make him astrophysicist too. I'm talking general psyche, and then, is the karma of your son to be an astrophysicist? Have you ever thought of what karma he's born with, and what would fulfill his life in the sense of not coming back in the same level of consciousness to evolve into higher forms of consciousness? No, who cares? We want him to be successful. And what is successful? Being like neighbor's son. That is, you have already limited the parameters, not based on his potentials, based on the potentials of somebody else. That is not him. You have already destroyed life. So most of us are living that type of fragmented life, which are not part of our karma. Our parents wanted to make money, and then they could not, and they are telling their kids to make money, and their children are living the incomplete life of their parents, what their parents could not do. And now they are like this footnote in the real life of their parents, and then the grandparents. So that is how we are making. So what Tantra would do first, Vaishali, is give us that freedom to see inside and see true potentials that we are coming with. And then that is the beginning of self-empowerment. When I don't even know what is my true power, how can I be empowered in doing something that is not mine? And then that is recognizing my true powers. And then with the practice of Tantra, of course, then like a visualization, of course, it would help us not just to recognize what I have, but to magnify, and then to maximize, and then, to increase that. Like a seed, you have the little flare, like little spark of light. And then, if you have a spark, you have a bonfire. You need to know that only the situation and the condition. Is there a spark or not? That is what matters. And then if there is the spark, then there is also the huge fire. It's just a matter of finding the fuel. That's all that is there. And then you have to provide the appropriate fuel for the particular energy you have. And to go to like a really basic, where to start from. I'm a classicist. I'm going to tell you to read the original books, like a Vijnana Bhairava. When I was 16, and my Guruji Prem Chetan gave me initiation, and maybe within 6 months I found this book in the library, and I didn't know what it was, and I handled it, and it gave me some kind of experience I'm not going to even talk about right now, but it's just changed my life. And then I found a teacher who had written a commentary on that book, Brajbala Dwivedi, in Benares. That was one of the things why I wanted to go to Benares to study the text with himself, who had this 20th century Sanskrit commentary based on all the earlier Kshamarajas and everybody's commentary. And so Vijnana Bhairava, you can practice. Like a Pratyavijna Hridayam, you should study. It's available in English translation, Hindi translation, Nepalese translation, and then if there are more different translations required, I keep writing, and I post whatever I write in the academia and make it free, so people don't have to pay. It's in a free download. People can download whatever is written. The people who are working in these areas are also interested in sadhana, like a practice. And then like you can start from reading or practicing teachings of Swami Lakshmanju. He was a giant of the 20th century, and there are many people who are teaching from the direct disciples of Lakshmanju, so the people can go and learn from them. So there are many ways to actually get connected to real tantra, not this bajari, market thing where there is a lot of transaction. Like you give me this much. If you are looking for a sadhana, a sadhaka is not going to say, if you give me $1,000, I'm going to give you this mantra, and this will fix. Because that is where today the problem is. People are trying to buy the divine power. How on earth can you buy? How can one person control and channelize the power that is above human capacity? And we believe in that. That is a mistake. We surrender to that. And that is how we let that to unfold through us, in us. That is, in my opinion, more appropriate approach than trying to purchase those powers in the supermarket as if like commodities. The problem is not about tantra. The problem is us. We trying to commodify it. We believe that because we have now money, I have even fancy car, good house, let me buy God. Okay, it doesn't work that way.